Coming up on Fulton Today, mayors from cities across the county meet with commissioners.
I'm Priscilla Ortega, and I attended that meeting. I'll tell you what came out of that meeting with all the elected officials coming up in my full report.
And find out how you can help make a difference in the life of a child in foster care. Fulton Today starts right now. Welcome to Fulton Today, everyone. Mayors from several cities from across the county meet face-to-face with county commissioners. So what was on the agenda and what, if anything, was decided? FGTV's Priscilla Ortega was at the meeting. Priscilla?
This was the latest meeting between the Board of Commissioners and mayors or representatives from all over Fulton County. This latest collaboration focused on two areas: transportation and economic development. Every city representative gathered at one table once again.
Well, this is one of several meetings that we've already had, and
the Board of Commissioners and mayors discussed their mutual goals.
We're working on promoting Fulton County, the economic growth and vitality of Fulton County as a whole.
During the special call meeting inside the county courthouse, the group brainstormed on ways to attract more companies to the county.
we recognize that our county is a very diverse county, wonderful assets that are desirable and appealing to the outside world in terms of businesses and corporations coming here, retaining our businesses. So that's part of our economic development agenda discussion item today.
We've got a lot of things to be really excited about and wins that we have had, but how do we really work more collaboratively and collectively?
The other half of the meeting discussed a possible transportation special purpose local sales tax. The possible penny or fraction of a penny sales tax would be temporary and dedicated to transportation or transit projects.
The mayors and the Board of Commissioners today discussed the opportunities to begin project selection. So over the next few months, there will be a process by which they start the dialogue about what projects could be considered.
The T-SPLOST would be dependent upon voter approval, which would happen in November 2016 at the earliest. These two topics of interest will continue to be discussed during the next meeting, which is tentatively scheduled for the beginning of November. Reporting for FGTV, I'm Priscilla Ortega.
Thank you very much. Business at the Fulton County Courthouse just got a bit more efficient. Superior Court's Odyssey e-file system now simplifies the process of filing court documents anytime and anywhere and is available to anyone with an email address. You can submit court documents to any participating jurisdiction and get immediate status updates via email. Fees also are automatically calculated during the transmission process.
This new module is the fourth tier of a multi-phase project initiated by Clerk Robinson to promote and enhance customer service. We had the Odyssey Unified Justice Case Management System. We also implemented the ability for users to pay by credit or debit card shortly ago. We will be launching a new user-friendly website in the next coming days, fultonclerk.org.
E-filing helps courts improve their business process, decrease foot traffic in the courthouse, and reduce paper consumption. Now, to get more information on the e-file system, just go to efilega.gov. That address will give you access to the Georgia counties participating in this e-filing process. You can also get more information on the Clerk of Superior Court's website. Meanwhile, court-appointed special advocates are needed for kids in foster care and the juvenile court system. The CASA volunteers advocate for needed services for each child involved in juvenile court proceedings. They file independent reports to the court about what's in the best interest of the child.
Being a volunteer for CASA, you really get a good chance to see and make a difference in the lives of so many different children. We have children who are just dealing with some of the most egregious situations. And without a CASA volunteer, children are more likely to linger in foster care.
Volunteers help ensure that these children have the services they need while in the foster care system. Jill Noble has been a CASA volunteer since April.
I found myself in a position where I finally had some time available to volunteer to complete the 5-week training.
There are about 1,500 children in the foster care and family court systems in Atlanta. If you'd like to get more information about the program, you can check out their website or just give them a call. Well, the Department of Registration and Elections is now processing the many newly registered voter applications. Now, as a part of National Voter Registration Day, elections officials urged residents to either register or update their status. Shauna Dozier is with the Department of Registration and Elections. Welcome to Fulton today.
Hi, Shania. Thanks for having me.
Well, first things first, let's talk about the importance of National Voter Registration Day.
The importance of National Voter Registration Day is to get people to register to vote for the upcoming elections. The good news is if you're 17 and a half or older and a U.S. citizen, you can register to vote.
And what new information should voters know about the process?
Well, it's an easy process. Just fill out your application, provide your current address, Georgia driver's license, Georgia ID, or the last 4 digits of your Social Security number, and we can process your application.
And Shauna, where can county residents go to register?
You may register to vote at one of our 3 locations, the Government Center downtown, North or South Annex. Some other locations include the library or the Department of Driver Services, or you may register by mail. You also have the option to register online at fultonelections.com.
And then what about information for residents who are already registered?
If you have not voted in a few election cycles, I encourage you to check your voter status. Otherwise, if you have changed your name or your address, please update your voter registration records.
And Shauna, let me get your final thoughts.
Yes, Shania, and thank you for this opportunity to allow us to get this information out to our voters. The voter registration deadline for the upcoming municipal elections is October 5th. If anyone has any questions about their voter registration status, they may contact us at 404-612-3816.
All right, Shauna Dozier with the Fulton County Department of Registration and Elections. Great information. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks again for having me.
Now, the deadline to register for the November municipal elections is October 5th. You can call or email Registration and Elections if you need more information about that process. Fulton leaders take another step in keeping its workforce and its visitors to the government center healthy.
3, 2, 1.
The county chairman, along with fellow commissioners, officially opened the new Freshmen's at Fulton Cafe. The new dining experience in the government center is located on the main Pryor Street level. Employees got an early look at their new dining experience during a soft opening just a week before the official grand opening.
It's kind of interesting because this used to be our office. Now it come along pretty good. It's looking good.
Filled with everything from soup to sandwiches, Freshman's also offers a place for employees to relax and meet and greet co-workers. It's a part of the partnership with Avanti Markets.
It's a micro market, which is something fairly new to the vending industry, and it's where you come in and put a bank of coolers and freezers and fresh food and drinks and coffee and just anything that you can't get inside a spiral or vending machine, you can put in a market.
Employees can pay with a registered Freshman's Market card, debit card, or credit card. And still to come, what we heard from town hall meetings from all over the county. It's a part of our district by district coverage next. A number of town hall meetings gives residents a chance to speak face-to-face with their elected official, and the push is on to help job seekers find employment. Here's this week's district by district coverage. We began with the chairman's effort to help get people back to work. Chairman John Eves and the county's workforce development team will host a career expo. Job seekers can get help with their resumes and interview skills by first participating in a job readiness preparation workshop. The last workshop will be held on October 8th at the Southwest Branch Library, and the Career Expo will be held on October 14th.
When you come to a job fair as a job seeker, you want to come with your resume. You want to come ready to tell your story about what your previous experience is, so that when you stand in front of that employer, they can see you as the right candidate to come into their company.
If you need more information on the workshop or the fair, contact the county's Workforce Development Office. In District 2, Commissioner Bob Ellis is gearing up for another town hall meeting. The North Fulton representative will host the community forum at the Alpharetta Library on October 20th. On the agenda, discussions about the 2016 budget and the county's strategic planning initiative. Again, that's October 20th at the Alpharetta Library at 10 Park Place. In District 5, the community conversation with Commissioner Marvin Arrington Jr. continues at the Wolf Creek Library. The commissioner hosted another District Dialogues Town Hall style meeting to hear directly from his constituents.
My concerns are about the businesses in the area, in the community. You know, what can we do to survive? Because if the businesses don't survive, then the community will start to go down.
I'm really excited about the attendance that we had tonight. We had great attendance tonight. The people were very engaged. They were very excited about certain issues. But, you know, we have a lot of tough issues going on in Fulton County, and we're excited that the residents will come out and dialogue with us.
The meeting at the Wolf Creek Library was just one in a series of town hall sessions. The commissioner also met with residents at the East Point Library and at Zoo Atlanta. And finally, Commissioner Emma I. Darnell hears from residents during her State of District 6 town hall meetings. The commissioner hosted her second of 3 forums in the community at the Southwest Arts Center. Residents had an opportunity to express their concerns and also hear from their elected official.
It's important that I come out and find out what's going to happen around our community, and we're really interested in the streets and the traffic flow and all the issues that impact the seniors in our area.
I appreciate the type of meetings we have that we can express and get the information that we need to have and to get our points to the board.
I was especially pleased to have the resource persons from Fulton County staff, the department heads and others who came out to help us not only respond to questions, but to give the community the kind of information that they want and deserve, so that together we can get things done.
Commissioner Darnell is hosting one more State of the District 6 meeting this week. We will bring you that story all next week right here on Fulton Today. And still to come, we'll introduce you to one of 2 new doctors in the health department. Stay with us. Two highly qualified medical professionals have taken leadership roles with the county's health department. We want to introduce you to one of them today. Say hello to Dr. David Holland. He is the new Chief Clinical Officer of the Communicable Disease Prevention Branch. Had to get that right. Sir, welcome to Fulton Today.
Thanks for having me.
Well, first things first, tell everybody a little bit about your background.
So I graduated from medical school at Emory University and completed my internal medicine residency there in 2001. Right after residency, I came to work for Fulton County and was the TB physician, the TB clinic physician for 5 years. I eventually left that position to complete my subspecialty training in infectious diseases at Duke University. And after that, I was on faculty at Duke for 5 years. And about a year ago, I was recruited back to Emory University and have been on faculty there since. And most recently, in the past month, I was asked to come on board at Fulton County as the Chief Clinical Officer for the Communicable Disease Prevention Branch.
And now switch gears and tell us about your new duties in this role.
So I'm the Chief Clinical Officer for the Communicable Disease Prevention Branch, and communicable disease includes tuberculosis, sexually transmitted diseases, HIV prevention, as well as our HIV Ryan White Early Intervention Clinic. So I supervise all the individuals that work in those three branches and coordinate their efforts so that we can reduce the incidence of these infections and diseases within the county.
And we know you are still somewhat new, but talk to us about your goals for the department.
So my two major goals, the first one obviously is to decrease the incidence of HIV, sexually transmitted diseases, and tuberculosis in the county by identifying more people with these diseases and getting them treated, as well as identifying more people that are at risk and that we can implement preventive efforts in. I also want to increase our collaboration with academic partners in the city of Atlanta, universities, and so forth, so that we can leverage all of their resources toward the goals of the health department in fighting these diseases.
And doctor, what do you want folks to know about communicable disease prevention?
Well, as many people in the county probably already know, we are, the Atlanta metropolitan area is a hotbed for HIV, for sexually transmitted diseases, including syphilis and tuberculosis. But we're working very hard to reduce the incidence of these infections, and we are a resource for the county, for the citizens. If they have questions, if they think they might have one of these infections, that we can help them.
Dr. David Holland, again, welcome to Fulton County, and thanks so much for your time right here on Fulton Today.
Thanks for having me.
Now, for more information about the Communicable Disease and Prevention Branch, you can just call them at 404-613-1401. An international baby shower gives parents the information they need to make sure that their kids ride safe in car seats. Spanish, Vietnamese, and English-speaking instructors gave a 2-hour demonstration on car seat safety. Safe Kids Fulton organized the classes at the College Park Health Center and then gave out free car and booster seats. Fulton County police officers were also on hand and went through the installation process outside with the new or expecting parents.
We're just trying to ensure that the kids in Fulton County have what they need to ensure their safety in traveling to and from and around Fulton County.
One of the new state requirements Safe Kids Fulton discussed was how children now have to ride in a booster seat until they are 8 years old or taller than 4 feet 9. Well, whether you are a beginner or a pro, there is a free tool available to help you get in shape and at the same time learn a little bit about Georgia. Cooperative Extension agents are rolling out this season's Walk Georgia initiative. The web-based fitness program can record your physical activity, your time spent exercising, and your difficulty level. Participants get points based on their workouts. Now, once the points are gained, you can then virtually walk through different counties and learn about their history online.
There have been people who have gone all over the state of Georgia virtually using the Walk Georgia tool, and we have winners from Fulton County. They actually get compared with people who use Walk Georgia from across the state, so some of our Fulton County residents have been winners.
Residents can also get healthy tips and recipes sent directly to their email. Now, to register for the program, just go to walkgeorgia.org. And when we come back, from ballet to basketball, we'll have a look at some extracurricular activities for the whole family. Young boys and girls can learn a new skill by enrolling in one very popular county program. As in years past, participants of the basketball program will exercise, go over drills, and the fundamentals of the game at their practices. The program is for children 4 to 17 years old. Coaches say the program helps the kids on and off the court.
Our teams in the county usually do well. We advanced to the GRPA, Georgia Recreation and Parks Association, 7th District Tournament, and over the past 5 years, we have had several teams that advanced to the state tournament and have won it.
Now, parents or guardians can register children until November 2nd at Bird Ed Park, Sandtown Park, Welcome All Park, and Cliftondale Park. Proof of Fulton County residency is required, along with a copy of the child's birth certificate. There is also a discount for families who enroll more than one child. You can contact the park nearest you for more information. And finally, a partnership with Atlanta Ballet is giving children and adults the chance to learn from the very best. Beautiful. The Atlanta Ballet provides seasoned instructors and dance curriculums at the West End Performing Arts Center. Children as young as 3 years old can practice beginning techniques like balance.
Well, we start off with the creative movement from ages 3 all the way to ages 9. But in a gist of that, we're teaching them movement, yes, but we're also teaching them discipline as well as dance education.
There are also adult classes offered, including West African and most recently, hip-hop dance. Now, because of the partnership, these classes are free or offered at a reduced rate. There are also scholarships based on commitment and skill level. For more information, you can go to fultonarts.org. And before we go, our reminder that we'd like to connect with you online. Check us out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or check us out anytime on our YouTube channel. Well, that does it for this edition of Fulton Today. Thank you so much for watching. Watch us each week for news around and about Fulton County.